Here's the advice I would give to the brand new personal trainer.
And I try not to need you like you need me. I'm sick and tired of living in LA, where the sun is out, but there's so much change.
What up, you guys? Coming to you today with a segment of what advice I would give to the brand new personal trainer, or what advice I would give to me when I was first starting out in the personal training field. I'm making this because there's a lot of people messaging me wondering how I got into it, and then also what I would do different. And I just want to put educational tools out there for anybody interested in the personal training field or in the fitness world, if they want to do it or just they are curious about it, and just my take and my experience on it. So I wanted to make this podcast so you guys can be the most successful personal trainer that you guys can become in the shortest amount of time. So again, this is what I've learned over the last 5 years, what I would do differently or what I would do right away when you guys can do it, because it will make a big difference in your guys' career. Now, this is going to be started off by saying this is for someone who wants to make their own brand as a personal trainer. So if you guys are just wanting to work, at a big box gym, this, you can still do it and it's going to be great, but it's not going to be the degree of, this is for someone who is working and trying to make their own business of, like for myself, it's Jacob McLaughlin Fitness. So I'm trying to build up my clientele in personal training with my name. But again, I still train at other gyms, so I still train there, and I'm 1099, so I still work and do that. But again, this is to build my own brand, and so this goes beyond personal training, but this is going to be focused for personal trainers because this is what I've learned talking to all my business friends that are very successful, and the people who have actually done this already and are successful in fitness, and what I am doing myself and trying to implement. And so this is the advice I would give to you guys. So going off, number one, if you guys are wanting to be a personal trainer and you want to have the most success, number one thing is you guys have to have the knowledge. You need to know your guys' stuff. When it comes to personal training, you guys need to know the movements of the muscles. You guys need to know where the origination or the insertion is, at least to have a knowledge of it. Again, I'm not saying you need to know the actual origin and insertion of each and every single muscle, because there's so many, but you guys need to know and understand why you guys do a bicep curl, what muscle that is working, why you do a lat pull down, what muscle is it working, what does it do to the scapula. It just helps you have knowledge so you guys can understand what you guys are telling your guys' clients. So I think that's the number one thing, is knowing your stuff. Again, this is going to come by you guys doing your own training, practicing on yourself, learning about yourself, how you feel after certain workouts, what muscles hurt after certain exercises. So that's the advice I would give you guys, is number one, you guys have to know your knowledge. How are you guys going to have different exercises? For example, the number one thing about personal training is you guys are always adapting, because half the time you have someone come in and you're like, hey, we're going to do squats, but they're like, hey, I had a hip injury, or I have something going on where I can't squat. You guys have to be able to, on the fly, pick another exercises. So understanding, knowing your guys' exercises, different exercises, what you guys can replace with others, because otherwise you're going to be married to an exercise and then somebody can't do it, and you guys either are going to throw it out or they're going to do it and they're going to get injured, and now you just lost a client. So knowing your guys' stuff, knowing different exercises, knowing the movements, knowing why you guys are doing a certain exercise. And I always tell people you should understand and be able to explain to every single person why you guys put an exercise into a program. So if you guys are doing, bicep curls, why did you throw the bicep curl in? And again, it could be, I'm just trying to work my arms. I'm just trying to get bigger arms, so I'm going to do bicep curls. That's totally fine, but you guys need to understand why you're doing it, because a lot of times I'll talk to coaches that just throw exercises together, and I'm like, why'd you do it? And they're like, what do you mean? And they don't understand. And also just because of the progression, you don't want to be doing certain exercises after others, because it could lead higher risk to injury. So just having an understanding what you guys are going to do with that. So that is the number one for the brand new personal trainer. You guys just got to know your stuff and understand you guys are going to have a lot of adapting to do. There's always going to be somebody who can't do what you guys are planning on. So just knowing the exercises and knowing the knowledge will make a big difference. Number two, build your business, build your brand, build who you are. So for example, when you're building your brand, people need to know who you are, not wherever you're going or past person of what you did. They need to know, for myself, Jacob McLaughlin Fitness. They need to know who Jacob McLaughlin is. How do I have that put out? So when you guys are doing that, building it, there's a lot of different things that come into it. It's social media. It's going to be number one, marketing. You guys have to market yourself. You have to do social media, work on getting a website put up, work on getting an email list put together. Because the reason I get asked, why would I do an email list? Because now you're in their face. You're sending it to them and now they see you. You are now the fitness expert to that person. So that's what I would be telling everybody to do is, build your brand for you. Try to be adding, for example, when I'm trying to do stuff on YouTube, then it's always, I make a post almost daily. Facebook, I have a Facebook page, have an Instagram page, have a TikTok, because that's now in, having everything of social media, LinkedIn, having it and putting content out there all the time. And then also, build a website. Now your website becomes a blog. You put a blog. Now that blog becomes an email that you send out, and you're just always in front of people. And now you are becoming the fitness expert into that world of whoever's seeing it. So that would be my advice, is you guys got to build your brand, build your social media, build your marketing, build you as the trainer, because you guys are trying to, you are the business. People are coming to work with you and they are paying you money. You are the business, so you need to have it so other people can understand who you are. So I always putting yourself out there. Google reviews. If you show up on the internet, how many people just get on their internet and they're like, personal training near me or something like that. If you guys have a lot of Google reviews and a lot of positive stuff, there's a good chance you guys get clients from that. So with that, putting yourself out there, going and talking with people, going to trade shows, going to different businesses. For example, if you guys are in a certain location, go to a business complex that's right next to you guys and go just introduce yourself. It's going to put you out of your comfort zone, but if you guys have business cards and you go on, just be like, hey, I'm new in the area, I'm a personal trainer, I'm doing free weeks, I just wanted to hand it to you guys. They now just got your face, which they would never have saw anywhere else, and now they have a connection with you, and maybe they are more inclined to try it. So I would just lost my train of thought. I would just tell you guys to put yourself out there, try to get it, and then again, your social media, your internet is going to be huge. So getting those Google reviews, Yelp reviews, stuff like that. So when people are searching, you pop up and you are now the number one person in it. So I would go with that for the building your brand, putting yourself out there on Google reviews. Then the next portion is the value, smart with money. So I put value in smart with money because people are paying you money. You need to give them the value. So for example, if you charge $50 for a session, did you give them $50 worth of value? Was that really worth $50? And that's what people are going to come back to, because what my goal is whatever I charge, my goal is to give them 10 times over what they're paying me. So they are feeling committed. They know I'm giving everything. The times I send them anything online, or if I stay with them later to work out on tight muscles, or if we're rolling out, or if I show them exercises, stretches to help with whatever they want. Going above and beyond and making more value than they're actually paying you will hold your guys' clientele huge, and get you guys more clientele, because they'll be like, Jessica is a great trainer. She stayed and helped me with this, and my low back was hurting, and after her, she helped me. Well, maybe that client goes and tells her friend, and now you just got her friend, right? So just giving value to everybody else and going above and beyond what people are paying you, that's going to make a big difference in your brand as well. Then the smart with money. The reason I bring this up is because it's not just personal trainers, it's everybody in America, but a lot of people aren't smart with their money. They get $500, they spend $500. As a personal trainer, a lot of times you don't have a set income. For example, if you have 5 clients and one quits, you just lost one person, it could be $500. Maybe your paycheck went down $500, and vice versa. You could be getting more. You could have 10 clients, but eventually maybe that 10 clients goes down to 4 clients. So if you guys are living off what you guys used to be living off of the 10 clients and you just went down to 4, you're now in the hole. So just being smart with your guys' money, don't live above your means, because personal training, especially when you guys are getting started, it's a tough career. It's a tough thing to make money and to have reoccurring, because every day there's more and more people popping up that are fitness professionals that you have to tell your people or prove to your clients why they should come to you and pay you money. And there's going to be seasons, for example, I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona. During the summer, I lose half my clients because they go to different places throughout the United States to spend the summer because it gets 120 here and they don't want to be in the hot weather. So they'll go and take trips and go do their vacations. So I have to plan for, okay, I might have a dip in my money or my salary or my income because of this time. So just being smart with your guys' money, I would give to anybody for advice, because we a lot of times see what comes in per month and then we're like, oh, I guess spend that. But understanding that you're going to have ups and downs with it. And that's leading me into the next part where I have ups and downs is that's personal training. You guys are going to have a month where you gain 4 new people and it's awesome and you just made 4 times the amount of money that you're expecting. And then there's going to be times that you have 6 people quit in a month and you just lost 6 different paychecks that were supposed to be coming into you. So just understanding it's a game of ups and downs. And also with that, same thing with the hours. There's going to be times that you guys are going to have a full schedule and then 3 people cancel on you that day. And it's like, oh, well, now what do I do? Maybe you can go personal train, or you train yourself, or you do something online. But again, just knowing that it's ups and downs, and that what I've found through this journey as a personal trainer, you guys just have to expect it. And it's with anything in life, it's with any business, but especially, personal training, you're relying on other people who have lives that are busy, and there's going to be ups and downs with it. There's going to be times you make a lot of money. There's going to be times you might not make as much money. There's going to be times people cancel on you for no reason and quit, and they don't give you an explanation. They just ghost you and you just lost their money, but you don't understand why they didn't talk to you. And there's going to be the times that you just had something awesome and you signed 4 new clients on the same day and you're on cloud 9. So just understanding there's going to be ups and downs that come in this career. And then the final one, patience is king. Patience is going to be your number one thing to understand when you are getting into the personal training career, because again, everybody wants to make a lot of money. Everybody wants to have a full book of clients right away, but that's just normally not what happens. You guys are going to have to grind and hustle and work crappy hours that you probably don't want to work just to get the clients. When I first started out, I would have a client at 5 a.m. and my next one wouldn't be till 7:30, and then I want to have one till 12. So, when I first started out, I had 3 clients, but I had all that gap in between, so I still had to wake up at 4 and be there for the 5 a.m., but then you have a break, which you could work out, but then you train your next client, and it's another 5 hours. What do you do? So just understanding that you guys are playing the long game. Everything you're doing, all this stuff about the social media, building your guys' brand, making an email list, giving value to people, that's a long-term game. You're trying to win not just next year or 3 years, but the 5 to 10-year game, because a lot of people that are in it right now won't be there in the future. And again, if you guys are always great and awesome to them and give them a lot of value, they're just going to tell people, and the years are going to pile up, and it's just going to get more, because it's really fun when you get to the point in your career where you've helped a lot of people. And now the referrals all start coming in, and they'll be like, oh, I heard you worked with this person. They said you were great, and now they come to you. And it's just organic growth where people learn about you. And then also if you're hustling and you're making, your YouTubes and all the different videos and all the online stuff, people are seeing you. You're more in their face all the time. Now you're becoming the fitness expert to them, and now it just gives you more credibility. So hope this helped. This is, again, just the advice. If I could talk to me when I first got into the personal training career, that I would tell myself. And if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to comment on this video, press the like and subscribe button. Otherwise, you guys can shoot me a message on Instagram where I'm at, Jacob McLaughlin Fitness, or my username is JM_fitness1. So again, I would love to answer any questions that you guys have, and I hope this is helpful to you guys. So I will talk to you guys on the next one.